Right, welcome back to another video. We have a Fulham video today. So basically, I just wanted to have a break from the Man United stuff. I think I'm still going to go on with the Man United save. Let me know if you want to see more of that. But I've got this Fulham one. I basically want to lock in what I think is the best tactic in the game at the moment. It's on my Patreon page if you want it, and I've done videos on it previously. I've only locked in the three strikers, so Wilson, Reece Nelson, and Adama Traore, because I wanted them to become comfortable up front. I like the fact they've got pace and strength, and I think Adama could get us a lot of goals. I know his finishing isn't great, but just because he's got so much power and so much pace, I think he could be really good for us. As you can see, he scored 24 goals in 43 games, 3 assists. Harry Wilson's got 15 goals and 13 assists in 41 games. And then Reece Nelson in 38 games has got 13 goals and 6 assists. So they've done pretty well. And I think we've done really well this season. We haven't signed anyone. We haven't done any transfer business. And this is how we got on with this tactic. We got to the 4th round of the Carabao Cup, knocked out by Liverpool, knocked out of the 5th round of the FA Cup by Sunderland, but we finished 5th in the league, and we're in the Europa League now. 70 points, 21 wins, 7 draws, 10 losses, plus 34 goal difference. Predicted 12th, it says there. I'm pretty sure it was 13th when I started the season. I'm assuming some of our players have maybe just gone up a little in ratings. It's just bumped us up a touch throughout the course of the season. Adama Traore, 4th highest goal scorer in the league. Erling Haaland got 37 goals, which is ridiculous. But very, very, I think what it shows is this tactic is really, really good. Please give it a go. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know if you give it a go and how you get on. As you can see from the stats, we were 5th in most goals, 3rd in most shots. I mean, remember, this is Fulham. We're 4th in shots against. We're not there in pass completion. We're 8th in possession. Tackles won, we're not there. Dribbles made, we're 8th in dribbles made. 4th in clean sheets. And joint 4th in fewest conceded. All in all, very good season, I think. Also, I'm thinking about for next season, so let me know. Do I carry on with this? I'm thinking, do I maybe do a video on ChatGPT, giving me the transfers? Let me know if you'd like to see that. And please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Right, welcome back. This is still the Fulham save. Actually, what I've done today is I thought it might be interesting to ask ChatGPT who I should sign. So I've signed players based on what they've said. Sold a lot of players as well, as you can see. Sasa Lukic has gone lots of players there on the other page. These are the players I brought in. Bear in mind, I did say who should I sign in Football Manager, not in real life. So I know some of these might be a bit far-fetched in real life. But we brought in Walker Peters, Semenyo, Elanga, Milenkovic from Forest, and Sulemana. 25.5 million, bit pricey there for Sulemana, but I think very good signings. I like the fact that the forwards, although they're not out-and-out strikers, well, I probably could do with one. They're really quick, good at running at players. I think that'll tie in well with the system because we do have them dribbling more and just getting at players. So, hopefully this works well. This tactic is brilliant, by the way. If you haven't seen any of my other videos, it is phenomenal. Check it out. Go and it's on my Patreon page if you want to download the link for it. But it is a phenomenal tactic. This is how much money we've still got left. 150 million in the bank, 76 million transfer budget. But very short video. This is all it was to just catch up on my signings. See you in the next one. Right, here we go with another Fulham episode. We are starting with a bit of gameplay. I thought I haven't shown you that for a little while. So this is kind of just us beating Chelsea 2-0. Nice win. Sancho drifting down the left there. Back to Andreas. Back to Sulemana. So you can kind of see the tactic a little bit. It's nice to show, I think, a little bit of gameplay because I tend to just sort of go through the season showing you the saves, hopefully helping you with some sort of tactics and things like that. But yeah, I thought it was nice to show you a little bit of gameplay and the sort of stats. You know, just you can see we're absolutely dominating teams like Chelsea. This doesn't happen every week, but it just shows that this tactic can be overpowered and can run away with the game at times. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying the content. Please remember to like and subscribe. And other videos have been very short, actually, recently. This one won't be the longest video. It's a bit longer than the last video, though. I'm just kind of with work and stuff struggling to get some longer content out. But it's just an update of where we are in the season, really. So I've been playing a few games. I'm trying to play more of the saves. I'm starting to enjoy a bit more of that, actually. Again, maybe a bit of a second wind. As you can see, we were knocked out of the Carabao Cup, unfortunately, by Man United. I'm sure they knocked us out last season as well. We haven't got into the FA Cup yet. That we will be entering in the third round on the 4th of January. We are 7th in the Champions League group, which is very good. 10 points so far, so we're doing really well there. And we're 6th in the Premier League after 14 games, which is not bad. We've just drawn too many games. Drawn 6 games so far. If we turn 2 or 3 of them into wins, we're up third and doing really well. Brentford are third there on 27 points, so we need to get ahead of them. I've been looking at trying to do some signing already for next season, so I'm looking at bringing in Junior Krupi. He's coming in for up to 20.5 million. Dwight McNeil's coming in for 32.5 million, who I think could be phenomenal as like one of the attacking playmakers. Merlin Roll, he's going to be coming in January for 15.25 million. 6'4", can play up front, can play centre mid, can play the DM, could probably be retrained as like a right back or centre back. A very, very good player, I think. I've not actually used him before in the game, so I'm looking forward to that. 10.5 million on Alex Scott, who's going to be phenomenal. Bournemouth got relegated, that's why I've kind of raided them a little bit. Jarell Hatto, I noticed him going for very cheap. We're getting him for 6.75 million, which is an absolute steal for him. Still only 18. Vitic's coming in for 8.25 million, who's a phenomenal player. If you haven't seen him on Football Manager, go and check him out. I'll put a bid in for Euro. Not too hopeful with that, but one I am hopeful for, 12.5 million. Back at Bournemouth again. Looking at Dean Howson, who could be really good. Again, I've not used him, I don't think, in FM24. And I'm thinking if I give him the game time just to see how much he develops, I'm just interested in that. He's not really playing at Bournemouth. Obviously, they've got Sabani and I think Senesi plays ahead of him at Bournemouth at the moment. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting him in. As you've probably seen in a few of my saves, I always try to get the best medical staff, coaching staff. I would advise you guys do this. Same with the training schedule. Try and play around with your training schedule to find something that works, that suits your tactic, that suits your players. This is what I'm going for in this save. Give it a go. See if it works for you. And I will see you guys soon. Thank you. Right, here we go with another Fulham episode. As you can see, starting off a little bit more gameplay. I don't know, let me know if you guys like to see a bit of the gameplay at the start. As you can see, Alanga puts in a good goal there against Palace. Palace come back with a deflected goal from a Kamada free kick. Bit unlucky there, but then Semenyo plays into Tete down the right. Whips that over to Roll. He's very good Roll, actually. I like the fact that he can play centre mid, he can play DM, he can play up front. 6'4", he's quick. I think he's a very good player if you can get him. I think we're going for 15 million, which is a steal. As you can see, we absolutely dominated, so we definitely deserve to win. 25 shots, 7 on target. They had 3 shots, 1 on target. Like I say, Roll is fantastic for us. He's now worth 50 million plus, and we got him for 15 million. Absolute steal. Look out for him if you haven't signed. I don't think I signed him before, actually, on previous games, unless I've forgotten it. I think he's done quite well for us because he hasn't been playing up front all the time. So that is not bad. I'll take you through a little bit of an update of where we finished this season. So this is the tactic we've been using. Check out the Patreon page if you want the link to the tactic. It is a very, very good tactic. I'm really liking it at the moment. I think I might need to develop something else though, because I played with this for a while, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We've got the Carabao Cup. We got knocked out the third round by Man United. Knocked out the FA Cup quarter-final by Man United. And then knocked out the round of 16 Champions League by Man City. So Manchester club's absolutely doing us there. Unfortunately, we finished 7th in the league, which isn't bad. You know, especially considering we had Europe. We didn't really make the squad bigger, so maybe that's an issue. But I'm thinking of actually even trying with a smaller squad next year. We'll see. So we've got 7th in the league, 65 points, 17 wins, 14 draws, 7 losses. Too many draws, basically. We need to turn them into wins to push on for hopefully a title. That would be nice. I'm not sure if that's the aim of the save. You know, I actually just wanted to try the tactic with a different club other than Man United to see if it worked, and I think I've kind of proven it does. But as you can see, some of the players we're bringing in, I think I mentioned in the last video. And then the other question is who do we sell? Who would you let go? Because I'm thinking of thinning the squad down a bit. These are the players that I'm tempted to sell. We'll see. Please remember, like, subscribe. Hope you're enjoying the content. So I'm thinking maybe Bassey, maybe Robinson. I might take advantage of the fact that these players are wanted. So Cuenca might go as well. Carney, Reed. Josh King won't go, but I think I might get him out on loan or back into the under-21s because he hasn't quite developed as well as I thought he was going to. Sancho's going to go back, and I don't think we're going to bring him in. But he played very well for us, so I think that was a worthwhile loan. Possibly sell, I don't know, maybe Traore, maybe Semenyo, possibly Alanga, possibly Smith Rowe. They're all potentially on the chopping block, I think, here. You know, it could be a big summer, a big change to the squad. Like I say, I want to kind of thin the squad down, bring in my own players, I suppose, which is always nice, isn't it, when you're playing on this game. But yeah, let me know who would you guys sell, who would you bring in. I'm thinking, which I'll show you now, some of the players that I'm potentially going to bring in, because I might go quite tall up front. You know, I've gone kind of pace up front so far with Fulham, and it's done really well, but I think if we can find taller players, and ideally like Beto here, who's tall and quick, does a bit of both, that'll be ideal. So him up front. Potentially Pekovic, he's a little bit old, he's 30 now, but I still think he looks very good. Could be really good in that deep line forward role. And same with Kaladzic. Again, he's 27, so he's got a few good years ahead of him. But that, yeah, I like the thought of them as a front three, just to try it, to see if it works. Let me know if you guys would do that. Thank you for making it to the end of this season update, and I will see you soon. Right, here we go with another Fulham video. I'm going to start off with a little bit of gameplay. I've got a couple of matches here. I just thought I'd show you how the team's performing because they're playing very well. House and on penalties. A little bit odd. But as you can see, we beat Leeds 3-0 here. Andres with the free kick. Lovely free kick. Past Melier, who's a good goalie on this, actually. I haven't seen him in real life for a while, so I assume he's still a good goalie in real life. But as you can see, the stats were just amazing. Look at that, 12 shots, 5 on target. Not loads from us, but they've only had 2 shots, 1 on target. They were never going to win that game. Now with the second match, we've got us playing Newcastle, so it's a home game. We beat them 2-0 here, so McNeil dropping it. I'll just slow that down a little bit, but McNeil whipping that across the roll, which is a very, very good goal. Andres there into Krupi, hits the bar, and then Archie Brown picks up the pieces, which is quite nice about the team now. I think we've got a slightly bigger team, probably the biggest team in the Premier League, so I think that helps us as well from set pieces. We have tweaked the set piece a bit, which I think I'll take you through in this video, and we'll have like a full kind of end of season update because we've got to the end of season 3, I think it's this now. I think that's right. Could be end of season 2, yeah. I'm not sure. Anyhow, please remember to like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the content, and I hope you enjoyed the good weather if you're in the UK or wherever you are. But in the UK, there's like a mini heat wave going on, so it is a bit mental at the moment. We've got pressing forward on attack, DLF on support, winger on attack, centre mid on attack, attacking playmaker on support, half back on defend, inverted wing back on support, 2 ball playing defenders on defend, wing back on attack, and a sweep keeper on defend. This tactic is working very, very nicely for me. If there's enough people who comment and ask for it, I will pop it on my Patreon page. It is not currently on there yet. Let me know if you want to see it on there though, because honestly this tactic working really well now. I'm just sort of tweaking it a little bit. I think I'm close to having like honestly a perfect tactic, to be honest, the way it's performing. As you can see, we've still got lots of money, no debt apart from a little bit of transfer debt. It's a little bit of where we bought a few players on the never. We've been up in the training facilities and the youth recruitment. I've been trying up the youth facilities, but the board just won't let me. I mean, I'll request it again, but they're not having it. But at least youth recruitment and training facilities are as high as they can be. I did want to extend the stadium. I wonder maybe this stadium can't be in. We'd have to build a new one, which I haven't requested yet, but that could be something we look at soon. Maybe I'll wait if I'm like a legend at the squad and then at the club, and then maybe they'll name it after me. You never know. That would be mental. I don't I've never had that before in FM. I'd have to play a long time for that, I think. These are some of the transfers we've had. So Cuenca's gone for 56 million. We have sold a lot of players here. 203 million went out also. So I'll take you through the bigger ones. Awobi for 8.5 million. Alanga for 15 million. Semenyo for 17.5 million. Milenkovic for 24.5 million. Bernd Leno went for 22 million. Anthony Robertson for 29 million. Bassi for 22.5. Not sure why he's above Robinson when I ordered it by the fee size. But then the big one, Smith Rowe, went to Saudi for 58 million. Still a lot of players, a lot of good players as well. I'm just liking trying different players, I suppose, in this save. I'm trying not to buy always the same players that I do in other saves. A little bit, anyhow. So we brought in Yilmaz, we brought in Dadzidski, who could be a very good goalie for us. We brought in Radetsky, who's our replacement for Leno, we got for 950k. But obviously he's 36, so he's not going to last too long. We brought back Berger, so just want a bit more size in that midfield. 6'5", very good player. Kwanzaa came in for 10.25 million, a good option at right back or centre back. 6'6" as well, and he's got a dribbling, which I like. We've got Archie Brown, who came in, a brilliant left back who can play centre back. Could play all the way down that left up until sort of a left winger for us. 6'3", great physical attributes. Only 23, English, he's going to be a good player. Singo's coming, 20.5 million. He's similar to Brown, just the right-hand side version of him. I like the fact that they're a good size, good in the air. I think it helps us from set pieces. Massively helps us defending those crosses coming into the back post. So I think that's going to work out well for us. We brought in Hato of Steel for 6.75 million. Petkovic has come in there, 7.5 million. Decent player. He's 31 now, so might look to move him on, but good player. Beto's coming for 30.5 million. I think there's some interest in him. I think we could get him gone for about 50 million. Let me know if you guys would do that. Kaladzic coming 12.5 million. We just wanted big, imposing players to see if that helped us. And when you see how well we've done this season, it did help us. McNeil for 32.5 million came in. Krupi, possibly our best signing to date. He is phenomenal. Still only 19. And we got him from Bournemouth for an absolute steal of 20.5 million. Vitik's coming for 8.5 million. Very, very good player. Go and get this guy if you're on FM and you're only in the first season or two. He's phenomenal. And then Scott, an absolute steal as well. Shame he got a big injury. I think he broke his leg. But for 10.5 million, this is a very, very good player. Brilliant signings, I think, in my own opinion. Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, I think very, very good signings. We have done our own training. I don't know why it hasn't saved, which is a little strange. But yeah, we are doing our own training. I'll probably show you that in a future video. What I'll do, I think, for now is I'll just import our kind of base schedule for now, and then I'll build on it, and maybe I'll show you that in the next video. If you want to see that, let me know. But I am playing around a little bit with the training schedule to see if I can get the kind of, for want of a better word, the meta training schedule. But I'm trying to tailor it around how I want my team to play as well. With high pressing possession football and very physical, very quick, which is why I've kind of tailored the training into that. We are doing our own sort of individual training, as you can see here. We've got everyone focusing on quickness, apart from Traore, because he was fuming about it. And to be fair, he's already got 19 acceleration, 19 pace, so probably doesn't need to be training on quickness, but I do like to put all of them on that. I think it helps. I think the physical attributes are the most telling in Football Manager. This is the new corner routine. So we've kind of piled everyone to the front post. We're trying this. We put a lot more players forward. I think normally you'd have sort of 2 or 3 players back. We've only got one, with only one on the edge of the box. So it is very attacking. We've got the player coming short, which drags one of the players out from the near post. And then we just want all the big guys. Unfortunately, we've got a lot of them. We've got all the big guys attacking that front post. I think if we were a bit of a smaller team, we'd maybe have less people attacking that front post. Just a couple of the big guys. This is how we got on though this season. Carabao Cup, knocked out third round by Man United. Knocked out the FA Cup semi-final by Villa. Semi-final Europa League, knocked out by Monaco. So a little bit disappointing, but pretty good runs there in the Cups. But we've won the league, which is mental. 30 wins, 4 draws, 4 losses. You see the losses against Man United, Man City and Liverpool. So fairly understandable. Draws, maybe we should have won a few of those, but we've done amazingly well. 94 points, won the league, didn't have anyone in the top 4 for goals or player of the matches, but we played fantastic. 52 goal difference. We were predicted to finish 9th. I think that might have even been 10th at one point at the start of the season. So I think if the players kind of get a little bit better, you move up that table a bit. But brilliant season for us. 86 goals, 34 conceded. This tactic's working very well. And we're not elite. We haven't got elite players. So for us to do that well and win the league, I think it just shows how good this tactic is. We are training a few other tactics. Just occasionally we move into this counter tactic. If we're winning by like a goal and there's maybe 5 minutes to go, we might just drop into this tactic. So let me know if you want to see that, if you want to link to that on the Patreon page as well. But for 99% of the time, we're using that main tactic that I showed you earlier in this video. We've already done pretty much all of our transfer business, which is mental. It's only 25th of May. Got a young Japanese goalie coming in. We've got Lenny Yoro coming in, who I think develops brilliantly. Hopefully he will for us. Naipan's coming in. Chris Riggs coming in. A lot of youngsters here, so we're going a bit younger next year, so it could see a bit of a drop-off, but hopefully we don't. We've got Atherton there. He is an absolute steal. You've got to buy him. Riego's coming, 20-year-old. I think he looks fantastic. Really good potential. Matoma, I know he's 29, so might only have for, 2 or 3 seasons, but I just thought for 5.75 million, it's a bit of a steal for him. And I've not actually used him in Football Manager, I don't think. So I'm excited to see how good he is. And then Esposito up front, 6'3", centre forward, 20-year-old. Bit of a steal for 10.25 million, in my opinion. I think he's going to be fantastic. I think that makes our squad very, very good. We could add to it, but I like the fact that we've got young players who are going to potentially get better. Thank you for getting to the end of this season review, and I'll see you soon. Right, here we go with another Fulham episode. So, we are starting off with a little bit of gameplay here. I'm showing you against Man United. We've got a 2-0 away win at Old Trafford. As you can see, Singo there into Krupi. Lovely finish from Krupi and Nana. Not going to get anywhere near that. See, I thought we played quite well, especially in a away game. Away games are obviously very tough on FM, especially when you play a team like Man United, who are actually very good in FM and not quite as good in real life, unfortunately. So this is just a bit of a mid-season update. As you can see, it's the 6th of February 2027. So we got knocked out of the Carabao Cup third round by Brighton. We won the Community Shield. Still in the FA Cup against Leicester. Champions League, we've got Borussia Dortmund. And we are currently third in the league, game in hand over Liverpool, who are 4 points ahead of us. So we're in a title race, which is nice. Obviously, we won the league last year. If you haven't seen those videos, go and check them out. Do a bit of a deep dive into the tactic we use. And although we have got a sort of standard 4-3-3 going on, which is actually working very, very well, I think. As you can see, we've lost 3 games. We've got nobody in there in the top goals, but Krupi's starting to score. So I feel like I've been kind of experimenting a little bit early in this season, just tweaking the tactic every now and then. We've got, and I think I've settled on something quite good now. We've got a signing already coming in there. Dragan Andrich, who's going to come in at the end of the season. He's still in the 18s, so we didn't need him straight away. We've made a few sales, especially in January. So Sanderberg's gone 2.7 million, Kaladzic 19.5 million, Peters 17.5 million, Radetsky 1 million, De Jesus 1.3 million, Yilmaz for 14.75 million. And then we went big. We have gone big on transfers. I think a decent value as well, actually. I think Diallo 42 million is a steal. I couldn't believe Man United had him on the transfer list, so I thought I have to go and get him. He's going to be fantastic for us. Scalvini 68 million, bit penny, but he's a very good player. And Diamande for 26 million, I think, is a steal. And I think they all upgrade the team. And might look at doing something similar in the summer as well. Just get a couple of big players, rather than the youngsters. We'll see. But they pretty much become our best players. Plus, we loaded in Garnacho at the start of the season. I can't remember if I showing you that. We're only paying him 18k a week. I know they want 187 optional fee. That's obviously not going to get paid. But yeah, I think we're doing quite well now. I feel like we're upgrading the team. We've definitely got a team that's better than last season. We just need to keep going. This is the tactic that I'm using. This is the kind of standard 4-3-3 that I've been playing around with that I think works very well. Got the pressing forward on attack, 2 inside forwards on support, 2 centre mids on attack, half back on defend, which I'm enjoying using, 2 inverted wing backs on support, 2 ball playing defenders on defend, and a sweep keeper on defend. I'll put this tactic on my Patreon page if anyone wants to download it and use the exact tactic I use with the set pieces and everything that I think I've shown you in a previous video. But as you can see, when we have the ball, Scalvini drops in almost as a back 3. Yoro and Vitek push on a little bit. Kwanzaa and Hato drop into like being DMs. Naipa and Scott go forward, so it ends up being like a front 5, sort of like a 3-2-5 when we've got the ball. Works very well, I think. I'm even gonna potentially create a version where the fullbacks are attacking as well, and we're chasing the game. And when we defend, it kind of defends like a 4-1-4-1 because Kruby drops in, McNeil and Sulmana drop in, or whoever's playing in those positions. But yeah, check that out on the Patreon. Please remember to like and subscribe. Hope you are enjoying the content, and whack anything you want in the comments. You know, I don't get that many comments, so do read them. This is the training schedule that we're using. I think I did mention it in a previous episode that we were going to like play around with this. So this is what we've gone with. We've got like physical every day, we've got recovery every day, try and balance on the injuries. Then we've got defending, attacking, possession, match tactics, ball retention, play from the back, and tactical. I've kind of wanted to cater it towards us like making sure we build up well and keep the ball well and don't give away silly mistakes, but also obviously with the physical playing into the fact that we want to be up those physical attributes as much as possible, because we've got quickness on everybody's like individual training setting, which I think I've shown you in the last video. So yeah, it works quite well, I think, actually. So feel free to sort of copy that and give it a go yourself. I'm still playing around a little bit with the training schedule, but something like that I think works very well. I don't think I've shown you before. Yeah, we brought in Ruben Neves on a free. I just thought it was a good player to get in for a free. We'll probably make a bit of money on him, I imagine. I imagine we'll sell him fairly quickly. Probably back to Saudi, no doubt. Which surprised me why nobody was in for him on a free, to be fair, because I think I got him in like quite late in the window. But that's it for this mid-season updates. I will go and play the rest of the season, and stay tuned to see that.
Classic! We are back! We are back!
Right, so welcome back to another Fulham update. Starting off with a bit of gameplay. Singo with a lovely goal there against Watford. We're away at Watford here. This was the final league game of the season. So Matoma there has it nipped off him, but Diamonde smashed that in. And those 2 goals kind of made me think that those like inverted wing backs that I use are going to have to be good on the ball, obviously, but good at shooting, I think. So they're going to get quite a lot of long range shots, so that's something I might want to look at. I might try and adapt some midfielders into those roles. As you can see, we absolutely dominated, and that was away as well. I know it's only Watford, but away game. This is the sort of roundup then of the season. We were knocked out in the 3rd round by Brighton. We won the Community Shield. We're in the FA Cup final against Tottenham. We got knocked out of the round of 16 Champions League by Leipzig. And we've won the league again. 27 wins, 6 draws, 5 defeats, 59 goal difference. We lost to Tottenham 4-0. It was our heaviest defeat of the year. And unfortunately, they're the team we've got in the FA Cup. So that maybe doesn't bode quite well for us. But considering it says we're predicted 8th, but we were predicted 9th at the start of the season. The fact that we've gone and won the league again, I think is incredible. I think we are building this team. We're getting a bit better. We're probably paying a little bit more in wages now, which is something I might need to keep an eye on and get under control, but we'll see how that goes, because we've only got like 29,000 seat stadium, so I've been asking them kind of upgrade it, but they won't have it. Same with the youth facilities, they won't upgrade that for some reason. But we did, I think I shown you this in the last video, the 3 big signings in January who have been fantastic for us, with Diallo, Scalvini and Diamonde. Just showing you there. I mean, look, the stats on them are ridiculous, aren't they? Very, very good signings. I think Diallo, if you play him enough, he becomes one of the best players in the world, actually. Sometimes. I think he's like, potential rating must alter slightly depending on the game. Just a bit of luck of the draw. This is the tactic that we've been using. We kind of ran through it a bit in the last episode, so go and check that out. But it is on my Patreon, so go and have a look at that. If you want to download the link to the tactic, I put it on there a few days ago, a week ago, something like that. We performed quite well, I think, here. Merlin Roll has been brilliant from midfield. 16 goals, 10 assists, and then Krupi with 21 goals, 7 assists. He started to be our main man up front now, actually, especially when there's only one up there now. And I think he is going to be brilliant for us moving forward. He's still only 20. I feel like he's been around for quite a while in this team. I think we got him when he was 18, didn't we, from Bournemouth, who'd been relegated and needed to sell a few, so we nicked a few off them, didn't we, with Howson and Scott. We are going to do the summer transfer business, obviously play that FA Cup final. You'll see the results of that in the next episode, I believe. And these are the players I'm not sure, to be honest, who I'm going to sign. Let me know out of these who you would sign. But these are the players I'm looking at. So the problem with Kimmich is he'll be going on a free, but his wage is going to be high. Doku, I do like him, but 57 million's a lot. Felix, I reckon I could get him for 45, maybe something like that. And I do like Felix, actually. I think he's a very good player. But we've got Baselli, Mastantuano. I do buy him on a lot of saves, so I might hold off on that one. We've got Michael John, who I'm looking at, Wang Ben, Adrian Masalu. These are players I'm potentially going to bring in. They're not great players, but they've got potential to be very good, actually. So, yeah, we're looking at those ones. Michael John could be a very good winger, actually. Maybe he's off the ball and his vision needs to improve, but only 18. So he's definitely got potential. But yeah, let me know out of them who you would buy, and I'll go away and do the summer business now. Thank you.
Let's be having you! Come on!
Right, welcome back. This is the kind of update for my Fulham save to let you know who I've signed. Basically, we've done the summer transfer window. It's still in the 10th of July. We have 370 million if we want to spend it. So probably let you know that we have sold a lot of players. Vitek went to Newcastle for 49 million. Andrich went out on loan, who we just brought in for 5.75 million. He's, I think, only 18, maybe 19. Yeah, 18, and he's going to be fantastic. I think Wang Ben's come in. We're probably going to loan out to get some game time. He's only 19. Michael John's going for 11.75 million. He will probably go on loan. And then we've loaned in Adrian Masalu as a bit of an option on the wing. I'm hoping we'll get a bit better. We bought, though, the 2 big signings, Diogo Costa for 35 million. Diogo Costa, sorry. And João Felix for, I think it was 46.5 million. Very good. Very good signing, sorry, if I can stop stuttering there. And on the outs, Wang Ben's gone on loan. Singo's gone for 29 million. Ruben Nev's gone for 28.5 million. Archie Brown's gone for 39 million. So selling, making profit on a lot of these players. And Suleiman has gone for 51 million, which is a lot for him, isn't it? I do like him, but it's a lot. I think Felix is definitely an upgrade on him. This is the team, kind of, at the moment. I've gone you through the tactic in previous videos, but I'm looking to maybe retrain Matoma and Scott into those inverted wing backs as more of cover, really, for Hato and Diamonde. But yeah, and Kwanzaa will probably play out there as well a bit. I think we're going to loan out Tokiyama, Answer, Rig, and one of the other guys there, and start to give a lot of these youngsters a bit more game time if they're not going to get it for us. So we're going to work with a very small squad whilst hopefully they're developing out on loan. We haven't really loaned that many people out, and this is start of the 4th season, so we've got to try and build on that now. I think as our wages, although we've got 300 million, our wages are quite high, so we've got to be careful of that. As you can see, well, goalie-wise, we're going to be absolutely sorted this year with Diogo Costa, because he's probably the best in the league. But I think physically, while it's not showing you on there, because there's a few of the lone players need to go out, physically we're really good. We're the biggest, strongest, probably quickest team in the league, I would say, and that's what we're going to have to use to our advantage, I think, because technically, whilst we're very good, there's other teams out there who are just as good at that. So, yeah, we've got to be better at them with the physical side of it. And obviously the tactic working very well, which is on the Patreon page. Go check that out if you want the link to that. The board have finally agreed to do the Youth Leagues. Now, it wasn't from one of my requests. They just actually popped up on the messages saying we should upgrade it now, which I've been telling them for years, but they haven't done it. It's only going to cost them $1 million to get to the next step, but thankfully that is happening now. Please remember your saves to check all of that upgrading if you've got the money to do it. And thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.